How you doing, brother?
Hey, brother, how are you?
Good, good. How you doing?
Yeah, this is the guy that made your skirts.
Did you work at the trucking company too?
No,
Oh.
I didn't. No.
My shirts turned into skirts.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, she isn't wearing one today, but...
Have you given him one of these?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, last week. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Also,
I'm Reed.
Reed, Earthica.
So you weren't at the trucking company then? So
No.
That's good.
No, but I just turned his old T-shirts into skirts.
There you go.
Did you have a chance to look into the world that you live in?
My friend Chris Bell is very into the flat Earth.
Uh-huh. Oh, good.
I've talked to him about it a bit. I kind of see the points to it, although I also conversely see the points that I would disagree with too.
What's the main reason you think that you're on a spinning ball, other than NASA's CGI cartoon pictures and that type of information? Because there are no pictures of Earth from space. None. Zero. Zip. They're all cartoons.
They're all fake?
They're all cartoons. By NASA's own admission on their website, there's no pictures.
So is the moon flat too then? There's a lot of questions I would have as to how other things work. Is the sun flat too?
Yeah, the moon and sun, as best as we can
Appear
tell,
to be.
are just lights in the sky. I'm not even sure they're any more than projections.
You have noticed the moon always faces you, the same face of it. It doesn't ever. You never see any a different side of the moon. Right.
And it's really curious, the fact that when it comes up in the east and sets in the west, it's always facing you. It's never like at an angle pointing this way. It's like a personal, individual thing. It's
I guess
kind of
for
complicated.
me, like, I look at the current political climate and things like that, and I just struggle with our, like, humans issues more so that I don't even need to struggle with the idea of the Earth being flat. There's too many other things that I have to deal with in my mind.
Well,
it's a totally human issue. It has everything to do with humanity. It's
Totally.
the greatest deception ever perpetrated, other than the fact that...
On the political spectrum,
How does
the government, NASA is a government agency,
oh yeah,
and they're paid $20 billion a year. That's over $50 million a day to fake outer space.
And make you think you're on this finite ball when you may well be on an infinite plane.
I mean, you know, the condition of this world.
So, is that how it affects us? That they're keeping us from going farther out along the
Well,
plane,
it's a control mechanism.
Yes.
Yep,
They're
absolutely.
just keeping us in one spot.
Yeah, there's never been an accurate.
And the lie about the finite resources and, you know,
Right.
all that. It's totally
There's never been an
control
accurate
mechanism.
map
It's got
of the world.
everything to do with humanity.
Yeah, I would agree with you. There's plenty of stuff. A lot of people just hoard it, so the rest of us can't have any.
So they're
That
right.
is a definite agreement there.
Yeah, well, they're privatizing everything.
I think that if people did know the nature or the reality of the world that we live on, I think it's one of the most important things there is, because our very foundation of where we live
is based on a lie.
Is based on a lie, and if we're all spinning, and we're in
a couple continents. I haven't gone to Antarctica yet.
Yeah, Antarctica is where they're pretending to want to try to keep you out
That's
of.
the wall, yeah.
So that
I've talked to my friend about this a lot.
Yeah, yes.
There are some ancient maps that have been discovered, that have sort of come out more recently, that have been suppressed, that show that there's much more land, many more continents. and a lot of things that they're hiding from us.
Well, you're a scientist. All you've been sold is all we've been sold is scientism. It's a belief system, like any religion or anything else. It's totally just a belief system, and it's all been a big fat lie.
Science should be testable and repeatable and
observable,
not just theories
water always needs
that can't
a container.
be repeated.
You can't stick water to anything. You put your coffee inside of it, not outside of it. You know, it needs a container.
That would be cool if it stuck
To the outside, yeah. Then I.
Yeah, pressure systems also need a container. You can't have one pressure system and up next to another pressure system, like say the vacuum of space, which is just a complete impossibility and ridiculous.
If that was happening.
Yeah, that's right.
It sucked every bit of the atmosphere off this planet, or atmoplane we call it now, not atmosphere, because there's no sphere, there's no spinning balls. 1,000 miles an hour going around the sun.
We need somebody like Elon Musk to go fly out of the plane then. Want to get one of these billionaires with SpaceX or whatever they're doing that they independent people.
It's all an illusion. It's all a lie.
They're privatizing. You know how they privatize everything, all the banks.
Much, yeah, the ones that are gonna. They're all getting their money from the government. You know, they're all in collusion.
Well, there's no better way to control an entire mass of people than to tell them they're on a finite little speck that's hurtling through it.
Absolutely correct.
Money is the mechanism.
He's starting a coffee cart business, and we were talking about it last night. And like here in my business, 3 years ago, maybe 10% credit card sales. It's up to like 60 now.
Yep.
Well, money is an illusion, so they control your perception of reality.
Yeah, it's like she says, money is just an illusion.
This will be gone, and it'll just be a little piece of plastic, and they can just change numbers.
Yeah.
Now don't get too.
Well, have you looked into a resource-based economy?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Barter trade.
Well, we don't even need barter trade. We just need to have a giving spirit and understand each other and care about each other. How many people volunteer every day to go and do something for someone else? And if people just spent 1/10 of the time that they spend going to their job just volunteering to do something for someone else, we wouldn't need money, we wouldn't need to trade, we wouldn't need anything. I call it the trust system. But that word scares people really intensely to trust.
You're actually at the epicenter of where it all starts, right here at the farmers market. All these people. I mean, everybody here does something for somebody else and owns these people. I mean, I'm on the board of directors for the market, and I see people always, taking food to somebody else or going and working on somebody else's farm.
Well, that's what it's all about, and we can take it to the next level.
That's why I always run for the board every time, is because this is like the way the world used to be. Or as close as
I was going to say, it's getting closer. Yeah, this is a step in the right direction for sure, for the last 30 years.
See, think of the good stuff like that. See, that's what I'm saying. It's almost hard to worry about the Earth being flat when we're trying. This is like my major goal right here, is to get people to do this again.
Yeah,
it's a little steps at a time.
Yeah. Thanks, Reed.
Well, you have a good day.
Talking to you, brother.
I love you guys. Very nice to meet you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Don't worry about the big. Well, you have to, but remember, this is the important step right here first.
They're all important steps.